how can I work with more clients without burning out? Someone wrote in and said they were really concerned about this. They want to make more money, they want to reach more people, and they're feeling burnt out.
Well, the first question that I will answer, being Reid Mihalko from readaboutsex.com, who are you?
Cathy Bartoli from theintimacydojo.com.
Is, are you already burnt out working with few clients? So if you haven't figured that one out yet, adding more is not going to solve the problem. So with whatever client workload you're working with, is that sustainable before you want to expand it? Because unless you're going to expand it by training other people to work with those clients, if you're not taking care of yourself, because this is really a self-care and scalability question, if you're not taking care of yourself with the workload that you have, working with more people is just going to make it worse.
Yeah. One of the people we've learned a lot from is Lisa Sasevich, and she talks about this. Yeah, she's amazing. She talks about one way to reduce that kind of burnout is to figure out the things you're always saying to your clients. So I do emotional freedom techniques with a lot of clients. If I'm starting out every new session with going through the tapping points, that might be something that I want to make a small program for, or a video that I can give them and have them watch before we get together. When we spend a lot of time repeating the same stuff, it's useful in the very beginning as we're trying to get our wording down and figure out how we can reach people in different ways, because different people hear it different ways. But once you've got it down, making some kind of what we call passive way to deliver it. It's a video, an audio, an ebook of some kind that you can say, hey, you just signed up for the first session. Here's this free intro.
Here's your homework.
Yeah.
Go through these tapping points, and then the first thing we're going to do on our call is I'm going to have you show me what the tapping points are. And then that way you're giving them stuff to do that's working them through something way quicker, and so that when you start the call, you can jump ahead faster, and that will start to lighten your load.
Mm-hmm. And that also lets you get into the really creative part, because there's aspects of what I do, like identifying what the core issue is. That's something you really need someone one-on-one to look at a lot of times. You can identify it sometimes by yourself, but if you go deep enough and you're just not finding it, we all have blind spots. So having a professional, someone who does this regularly, help you find it, that's really high value added. So if you can eliminate doing the repetitious stuff and just do the value added parts of it, and then ease your burden, and you can actually serve your clients more with less time in that sense.
Mm-hmm. The other thing you can start to do is you can build out programs that are digital. Like for me, there's Relationship 10X, there's Sex 10X, which are 6-week online courses for people. And that way I can be working with more people, but not having to work with them one-on-one, hour by hour. Mm-hmm. So I can sell a course and have, 60 people in those courses, and I'm working with them. It's just virtual. And then I can do follow-up sessions or have them do one-on-one sessions and design other ways for me to work with them in person, so that I'm actually scalable, because I can have 100 people in a course, and then only, 20% of them will actually hire me for one-on-one coaching. And that works better for me, because the course, if I design it well, gets them from point A to point D, and then I can work with them from D to point G, rather than having to take somebody all the way from A to G. And, as you work and build your own careers, there's a certain ceiling to how many hours you actually have in a day. However, my courses can be being taken from people all over the world, and hundreds of people, and that runs fairly smoothly with with minimal upkeep in certain ways.
Yeah. One last thing you may want to look at is what kind of clients are you attracting. You may find that one or two of them are sucking a lot of your bandwidth, and you may want to look at if that's a good fit. There's also something called psychodemographics, and we looked into it and really helped our business. There's people that need a lot of hand-holding and care, and if you're a caregiver, that's beautiful. That's right in your wheelhouse. There's other people that are explorers or discoverers, and if that's a good fit for you, you're going to work with those people and feel really excited about it. If you can find people that are a good match for you, what your love languages are, what your self-expression is. You can work with 10 clients with the same energy as you might work with a different one for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
It would some you're just going to be worn out. So notice what clients leave you feeling energized and excited, and which ones leave you really exhausted, and kind of look for the commonality.
And then the scalability point on that is, can you, when you find those sweet spots, because do not do this with somebody who's not in your sweet spot, is there a group coaching program that you can create or a group experience? So you literally could take working with one person one-on-one for an hour and multiply it by 10, and now you do group work with a group of 10 people, and maybe it's a 2-hour session or a 3-hour session so that everyone gets a chance to work together. Mm-hmm. So there's that idea as well, depending on how you look at working with more people and what actually makes you happy.
Yeah.
Leave your comments below. What do you think works for you? What are your ideas?
We hope this helped.
Bye.